All right, another evening at the Northampton Community College Fab Lab. All right, so we're going to get a little bit of a treat tonight. Hopefully, you think it's a little bit of a treat tonight. But I'm going to be editing my entire session tonight. Don't worry, you're not going to see the whole the whole few hours that I'm here. I will be editing this out. But hopefully, I'll get some nice action shots in. I have the lathe, almost set up, ready to go. I need to put in my spur chuck, and I'm going to mount this piece of again what I believe is cedar up to the lathe. And I'm going to give you guys a sort of front row seat to the action. I say sort of front row seat because we're going to be, we're going to be zoomed in here a bit. I can't really kind of get you this up high enough, but we'll get some nice angles from here, hopefully. All right, let's get started. On. Piece over here, we'll bring our tailstock up in view. We'll get this mounted between the centers. I'm kind of eyeballing it right now. I know I used my center finder last time to get the centers on it. I'm just going to eyeball this one. So we're getting a nice round piece now. We're going to take a look at this. Got some nice smooth grain. Now this is side mounted. This is this one side of the tree, and this was towards the center. So this is part of the end grain where it was either coming up or going down. So we're either looking down the barrel of the trunk right now. You can see it's smoother on the sides. And we want to get rid of some of that end grain tear up by trying to make our cuts a little bit smoother here. And you'll see it gets side, because these fibers, they run up and down like this. So it's a little rougher up here. This is the other side of the end grain, but not too bad, not too bad at all. I'm going to turn the tool rest around now and see if I can flatten this out a little bit more, and then we'll go from there. Now what I'm doing now is I'm establishing my tenon so that our four-jaw chucks have something to grip onto. You want to make sure that your tenon isn't too small or too wide for the jaws of the chuck, or else you're not going to have anything to grip. Now I'm going to establish the shoulder for the tenon. That gives us a little room to play when we shape the bottom of the bowl. So now, we're going to take our gouge, and roll this a little bit more, too much, and start making some face cuts, and get this flat. This is the point where I should have turned it around, but that's okay. Now I make the face cut, I have my bevel riding flat along the face here. And when I say I open the flute, that means I'm twisting it. The bevel is still hitting the face. So you're getting more of the cutting edge. So you start out, you get your establishing cut, close, slightly open it up, not all the way. As you get towards the center, you're going to want to slow down and close it up again. Until where it's maybe a little too high and a little nubbin in the center. Okay. So now, in order to get my cut, you want to look down from the top, but I don't have a tripod high enough for that. I want my bevel to follow the outside of the bowl. And if you want a thinner piece, you want to start and get the top, you want to get each section and do a section at a time and get it just right. Then I close the establishing tab, angle, pivot, open the flute. I'm going to leave a bit of the center mass in. for more support. Because these walls, if they're thin, they might end up flexing a bit, and having a center mass helps give some more support. You want to look from the top down. Again, like I said, I can't show you that angle right now. You want to look from the top down and make sure that you're following the shape of that outside bowl with your cut. Every now and then you want to stop, take a look at your progress, and also, not too bad, getting a little, I might want to shave that down a bit. You want to use your fingers as a gauge to make sure the wall thickness is pretty consistent as you go. You do have gauges here too to make sure that it's pretty accurate, but your fingers are usually a pretty good judge. You can feel when it starts getting thicker. You want to make sure that wall thickness is pretty consistent throughout. And that's also why it's good to have a shoulder, because we have a little more room to play if we get a little too deep here. We have a little extra room. That's fine. Right. Now, I think we need to be ready for some sanding. I might want to see if I can get this piece out a little bit more, but I don't know about you, but I'm pretty happy with this. I think this is good to go. I'm going to go get my sanding grits. Be right back. I'm going to move my roll down over here, and we have our sanding grits, our sanding papers. I'm hoping this is 120. I don't see the marking on it, but I'm hoping it's 120. 220, 320, 600, 800, or 600, 1200, and 2500. I'm skipping around a little bit, I know. But you always want to start with 120, if not lower, to get most of your tool marks out. And you can sand all day with 220, you're never going to get tool marks out. So you want 120 first, if not lower. Oh my God, that is looking beautiful. Might want to sand this a little bit more, but not very happy with that. What do you guys think? Give me some comments. Tell me what you think. I'm gonna sand it on the belt sander. Get this tenon off, and bring it home, and I'll continue. I'll see you there. Well, everyone, I'm very happy with how this came out overall. I'm gonna let this dry a little bit and put some linseed oil on it within the next couple of days. We had a minor mishap though after the sanding. I was cleaning off with an air compressor, and unfortunately, it flew out of my hand, and we have a crack in it. So I had to call out the big guns to try to correct the problem. So we're gonna let this dry. We're gonna let it cure, and then I'm gonna sand it back down again. The bull was looking beautiful until I dropped it. So, but hopefully I can, just this is all the glue. This is gonna sand out. The crack isn't that big. It's really not that noticeable once it's in place. Once the glue is once the glue is set, hopefully I can sand this down and get it looking good again. But folks, thanks for coming along with me for the ride tonight, and I really appreciate it. And I'll post some pics of this once I'm able to get it sanded down and get the linseed oil on it, and hopefully you like the finished product. Had a lot of fun making it. I was really happy with how this came out until the last second. So anyway, it's like one of those moments you have play out in your head in slow motion, although you're seeing it live. It's like, no, I see it drop. I'm like, is it okay? And then I see the hairline cracks. I'm like, oh God, no. All right, well, it's fixable. Hopefully it'll still look beautiful. The rest of it looks absolutely gorgeous. I'm really happy with how it came out, like I said. And thanks for joining me tonight. And I know this is a bit of a long video, but it's better than a bunch of clips throughout the evening. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye.